Hello and welcome back to the Year of Mean, featuring my Fat React series. Today we are veering on the nice side of things and reacting to fat acceptance TikTok's experience in the healthcare setting. This is part 2 of the series, so before you watch this video, I recommend you watch part 1, which I have linked in the description box down below. Hi, I'm Lisa and welcome to my new Fat React series where I'm going to be reacting to different aspects of health culture. This includes the fat acceptance community, the fitness community, as well as popular health and beauty trends. But for now, I'm here to give the fat acceptance community the benefit of the doubt. I'm doing part 2 of reacting to one fat person's experience navigating the healthcare system. We are discussing some similarities that I have also experienced in the healthcare system as a fellow fat person, and we're going to see where we agree, as well as where we conflict. Last time we saw her get diagnosed with this horrific disease where she had uterine tissue growing into other parts of her body that it shouldn't be growing, causing excessive heavy bleeding, severe pain. Doctors would not listen to her. They kept telling her to lose weight. Had nothing to do with weight, by the way. And it took her going to like 5 different doctors for her to finally get any help. It was kind of ridiculous. And all resulted in her having to get scheduled for a hysterectomy. So we're going to finish the series with the next 7 TikToks to go through. It's 14 total. And we're going to, hopefully she comes out on the other end better than she started. We'll see. Okay, this is video number 8.
Hi, I'm here to get you checked in for Dr. V. Let's get your vitals. Go ahead and step on the scale. Oh, I actually don't do weight, so you can just take my blood pressure or temperature. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think this is kind of a weird segue in this whole thing. I know a lot of people in the fat acceptance community get really triggered by the whole scale thing at the doctors. And believe me, there was a time when I was like, let me not look at the number, just like write it down and don't show me. And nurse was like, okay, whatever. But just something I think they're making a much bigger deal out of than they should. It's a weird hill to die on, in my opinion. And I know they'll always bring it back to the whole eating disorder aspect of things, but you cannot conform the environment to fit your issues. You have to know how to conform to fit the environment. At least that's my personal take on it. I had to desensitize myself to the scale. I think other people are going to have to eventually do that as well.
Well, honey, you know that a lot of us smaller girls wish we had the curves that y'all do. Oh, no, it's not like that. My nutritionist and therapist recommend it just so it's not triggering. I have an eating disorder, and every person's body is a good body and worthy. Yeah, I hear you. Between you and I had an eating disorder when I was younger. Can never be thin enough for my mother. I'm really sorry to hear that. You deserved better than that. And you know that you're worthy and valid. Like, that's really messed up that your mom said that stuff to you. Well, your blood pressure and your temp are great today. Dr. V should be in momentarily, and welcome to the White Pants Club. I joined about 10 years ago. It's the way to go. Thanks. I didn't expect this, but I'm hopeful.
Okay, we'll go on to video number 9.
Hi, I'm Dr. V. It's nice to meet you. Looks like we're looking at a hysterectomy here. I have a quick question. I've had a couple people mention to me ablation, and I couldn't quite tell if it was safe or not because I have the Escher coils. Actually, you know what? That's against Bayer's manufacturer recommendations. It's just not safe with Escher coils. You know, when we put in Escher coils, we had no idea we'd be yanking so many of them out a few years later.
That does not surprise me at all. I mean, I feel like the medical system will just like shove anything into your body for money and then be like, oh, whoops, we didn't realize this was going to give you cancer, or this is going to kill you. Our bad. Too bad you signed this form so you can't sue us.
But the good news is, with a hysterectomy, we do plan on taking the fallopian tubes. So that'll take care of that. And they think a lot of ovarian cancer starts there. So we'll take those along with the uterus and the cervix. Great, thanks. I just wanted to double check before I scheduled surgery. You know, looking over everything we've talked about today, it looks like a robotic assisted hysterectomy would be the way to go here. Robotic? R2-D2 got good.
I really hope I never have to have a hysterectomy. Everybody I know who's gone through it, like some people, it's like way better than the pain that they were going through. But I also don't ever want to like, I mean, you have these organs for a reason, right? I don't want to be medically dependent for the rest of my life, and that's unfortunately the situation you would have to be in if you had a hysterectomy. Okay, here's video number 10.
Hey, are you doing okay? You've been really quiet since the diagnosis. Symptoms are pretty bad lately. It's impacting everything I do. I hate it. I'm trying to process a lot of it through art.
I really understand what she's talking about here. I can't tell you how many times in my life where I've had to turn down friends, cancel things. I was late for something, and I hate being late because I'm super OCD and very punctual. And because I passed out at home, I laid down for like a second and woke up 2 hours later, and I missed dinner with a friend because I was so anemic and I was so lightheaded that I couldn't get off the bed. And it's all because I had horrific PCOS that wasn't addressed. And it's just like, it's life ruining. That's the only way I know how to describe it.
That's good. Just know I'm here if you need me.
Yeah, it sucks. Going to video number 11.
You and I have been together a long time. You helped me grow and birth 3 amazing kids. But then you got sick, and so did I. We tried a lot of bandage treatments, but nothing worked. The doctor said you would have to come out. I know I'm one of the lucky ones. I always wanted kids, and I have them. And the pain clouds over everything, makes it hard to live. So why do I feel so sad?
Yeah, that is really sad. Like I said, it's a part of you. It's not something you're supposed to lose. And it's kind of sad when your own body turns against you. And even sadder when you wonder, could it have been prevented if I had gotten better health care? Could it have been prevented if I was a thin person experiencing these things? Okay, here's video number 12.
I'm going to get you checked into surgery today. Go ahead and step on the scale for me. Not a problem. If you could just weigh me backwards and then not tell me the number. I have an eating disorder and I'm not supposed to know the number. Sure, that's fine. I can write that down here for you that you don't want to know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, perfect. Have a seat. My colleague will be with you shortly. Ready to get this thing out of you? Let me enter your stats into the computer here. Hey, look at that. Great job. It looks like you lost kilograms. No, there's a note. Please don't tell me.
I know people think they're complimenting you when they say things like that, but when it's like that out of the blue, you never know what somebody's going through when it comes to weight loss. Even if they're very overweight and they need to lose weight, there is like a certain like dysmorphic feeling to it. I just don't feel like it's ever appropriate to comment on if it hasn't been addressed. Like, so when I go to the doctor's office, I always bring up to my doctor, like, hey, I lost 10 pounds. And she looks at me like, oh, yeah, I can see that here. Great job. You know, like she takes my cue about how I feel about it. So, like, yeah, clearly I do need to lose weight. And it should be something I'm congratulated on. But it's like a weird mental thing of, I lost 10 pounds, you know, these couple of months, but I didn't lose 10 pounds the next month. And my disappointment to the next person who sees me, it's just, yeah, leave people's bodies to themselves unless they're already bringing up the topic themselves. Does that make sense? So like, I'm commenting on these videos because they're bringing up the topic of weight and weight loss and health and body type. But if I had met them off the street and we were talking about, I don't know, like Animal Crossing or Final Fantasy or, you know, Hogwarts Legacy, some like random stuff, am I going to tell them anything about their weight or their body? Absolutely not. It has to be an appropriate situation.
Yeah, God, what is that in pounds? Hang on. I really don't want you to. That's amount of pounds since last time. Great work.
Yeah, you know, if she is working with a nutritionist and a therapist to help her be healthy while not triggering her eating, I think she's doing the right thing. You know, clearly they're not going to try to help her maintain her weight. They're going to help her lose weight, but not in a way that's going to then trigger that eating disorder. It's probably the right way to go about it. And it's kind of crappy the nurse to not respect her wishes, to not know how much she weighed. It's kind of crappy. You do have the right to not know how much you weigh. I personally weigh myself every day, and it helps desensitize me to that panicky feeling over knowing how much I weigh. But I know not everybody is there yet. I do think it's something people need to get used to, but probably on her own time if she's working with a therapist and nutritionist. Okay, here's video number 13.
Tanya, you're out of surgery. Everything went wonderfully. Just hang tight. The nurses will be in soon. Hey, Tanya, I'm your nurse, Tara. I'm gonna get you some pain meds, okay? Did they get it all? Please tell me they got it all. Yeah, honey, they got it all. Don't you worry. I know you're in a little pain right now, but you know, I'll get you some pain meds and you'll be feeling better. How soon will they tell me all what they found? They're gonna send everything off to pathology. And as soon as they have answers for you, I'm sure your primary care, Andrea, will let you know, okay?
This like weirdly reminds me of the time when I had my wisdom teeth taken out and I woke up from the anesthesia early. Thankfully, they had just closed me up and I sat up and the dental surgeon like freaked out and he was like plastered against the wall because, you know, it like kind of looked like the living dead kind of situation. And I turned at him and like they shoved me back down. They excavated the intubation tube and I sat up again. And I looked at him and I screamed at him. I think like, I can't remember if it was in English or Japanese. And I was like, do you have my teeth? Did you get them all? And he was just like, yeah, here. I'm like, where are they? And he like picks them up and he shows them to me. And he's like, here, can I have them? And I still have them to this day. I kept them, brought them back from Japan, human body parts. But they're my body parts, so, you know. Yeah, I know it has nothing to do with her tragic situation, but it just kind of reminded me of that. I shouldn't be laughing.
Okay, that sounds good. Just gonna rest now.
But yeah, I totally get her situation in this regard of like, did they get it all? Because I had such bad, I had to go to a hospital for 3 days. Like wisdom tooth surgery is usually like an outpatient thing. Like you get them taken out, you go home, right? I was in the hospital for 3 days because my wisdom teeth had fused to my jaw and they had to do like extensive surgery to get them removed. And my jaw has never fully recovered. I still have really, really loose temporal mandibular joints. I think I said that right. And so it can get like locked very easily just because of how wide they had to open my mouth to get those wisdom teeth out. He had to chisel it. He said he worked on one tooth for 45 minutes. Yeah, and I was in a lot of pain as well because those teeth were so impacted. And I think that's why I sprinted. I'm like, did you get it all? Did you get all the teeth? Okay, so this is part number 14. Hopefully we're ending on a happy note. I hope she finally got all the care she ever needed. I mean, it seems like it. We'll see. Last video, number 14.
Hey, Tanya, it's Andrea from the clinic. Say, do you have a minute? Yeah, of course. Pathology came back. It did confirm adenomyosis, and we did get your Escher coils out just fine. A couple unexpected finds. They did find fibroids and cysts. Yeah. How are you healing? I'm healing great, actually. I haven't felt this good in a long time. It's just incredible not to be bleeding anymore.
Okay, so not only did she have the excess uterine tissue, she had fibroids, she had cysts. No wonder she was in so much freaking pain. No wonder she was bleeding so much. Oh my God, I can't believe she went that long without treatment. I mean, like I said, I can't believe it. But it sucks that this is the situation. It sucks. I feel bad. I feel so bad for her.
To be able to, I don't know, go to the store without any worries. Honestly, I can't thank you enough for actually listening and getting me that ultrasound. I'm sure any doctor would have helped.
No, they wouldn't. Yeah, more than 6 years of doctors actively dismissing my concerns, it says here. Yeah, well, yeah, 6 years. I feel bad for 6 years. It was 12, 13 for me, but I didn't have it as severe as an illness as she had. PCOS is still no joke, but I mean, you don't have to get a hysterectomy over it.
No, they really wouldn't. They all just kept telling me to lose weight. Nobody listened until you did. But you already work with eating disorder specialists. They didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, that is fair. She was working with the eating disorder specialist and she's working with a nutritionist, clearly to help manage her health. They should communicate with the other medical professionals in that regard. So yeah, anyways, that was me giving fat acceptance community the benefit of the doubt. Like I said in the first video, these movements such as the fat acceptance community, health at every size, and fat liberation, they all stem from a tiny grain of truth, which is that the medical community and healthcare system is complete and total crap for overweight people. We are not given accurate diagnoses. We are not taken seriously. We are constantly dismissed. We are told to lose weight when our issues are not losing weight. So when you have a bunch of people who are disenfranchised like this, it is no wonder they turn to toxic ideologies such as that you can be 200 pounds overweight and healthy. You can be obese and healthy. Or you can have any body type and be healthy. That's basically just the same thing 3 times. And imagine all these people who are going through these different illnesses and diseases. If they had just been treated in the beginning, would they be overweight in the first place? That's my question, really. Because I don't think I would be that overweight if somebody had just taken me seriously. I would never have had the insulin resistance that was caused by the PCOS. I never would have had the pain that kept me from exercising. I never would have had the excessive bleeding that kept me from working and exercising. I never would have had the excessive mood swings that kept me from having like friendships and relationships. I wouldn't have had the, I don't think I would be morbidly obese. I just don't think it would have happened. If the healthcare system had just taken me seriously, if they just listened to me. And if you're a doctor or you're a medical student, like you're the people who need to see these videos. You need to understand that okay, first off, healthy at every size is not a thing. You can't be healthy at every size. But you should be looking at somebody like a whole person. You should be taking everything into account. Not everything comes down to weight loss. There could be more going on. So if you look for everything else and you can't find any other solution, yes, it could be weight loss. It could be something else and weight loss that could help. But don't default to the thing that you can see, because as we remember, a lot of illnesses are invisible. So yeah, that's all I have for right now. I hope you enjoyed this 2-part series about this person's experience in the healthcare system. Hope you got some insight from my own experience in the healthcare system. I have a lot more to say about it in the future. Just a little snippet for now. You have a good day. Hope you learned something, and talk to you later. Bye.